So what's up on the workbench today? Well, today we have a fantastic Bose. We have a Bose CD player. I have two Bose CD players, both showing the same problem. One has, I believe, two problems where mechanically it's finding difficulty taking the disc in and the laser head is not reading the disc. The second one is just having difficulty reading the disc, but the tape has broken, so I'm going to have to do a electronic repair on the ribbon tape unless I can get hold of another ribbon tape for this model. But there you go. There's one here and one here as well. And one here, so there's only 5 screws. Take it apart, keep all the screws together. Unfortunately, due to age, that ribbon cable has snapped. This one's already been apart. I've done the cleaning, but I do have to get that ribbon cable sorted. Okay, so hold it together when you turn it over, otherwise it's going to fall apart. Remove the outer casing. I think that the worst case scenario is if this one can't be repaired on the cable, which I'm sure it can, then I'm going to transfer this nicer casing onto the older chassis because it's the same model, but it will just look a little bit tidier. Wow, it's a little bit cold. Let's tighten them up. Okay, next here, remove one. Remove one. It's the same as the other screws. So in the bag. Take that, literally just lifts off then. You can see due to age the foam around these cables is deteriorating. Remove the ribbon cable. This isn't the one that's broke, but this, the blue ribbon cable. They do get very fragile, them ribbon cables. Now we appear to be stuck this time. Okay, just unhook, turn over. A good way to clean them out, I'm going to show you here, either compressed air or with a brush. But the more I clean this one out, the more comes off of this here. Okay, so down to the CD part. What's next on the workbench, I should say. What's next on the workbench after the two Bose CD players is this afternoon I'm going to be working on my motorbike, GSX 750F. So just trying to get a little bit of this done before popping out. And today I promised myself that I will find time to work on my bike. Next on the audio workbench, do have a look at my other videos. Please give me a like and subscribe. It does help my little channel. You'll see there's a couple of motorbike restorations on there. Namely, the first motorbike restoration that I ever done, which was this year. It was actually last year. The first motorbike restoration I done, which was an Osomar 250, so it's a trials bike. And now I've got myself a GSX 750F. Audio repairs is something else that I do. There's going to be a valve radio coming up. I've already got the valve radio. I already know that it doesn't work. But hey, I paid €10 for it. It looks good. Do I want to change it over to a Bluetooth? No. Do I want to restore it? Yes. So I'm going to be giving that one a go. And we've also got an amplifier as well. So watch my channel. Join me in my workshop. I had two Bose CD players for repair. This one had a mechanical problem with the tray, but also the laser head needed cleaning, so taking it all apart. The instructional on the laser head cleaning is earlier on in the video. Now the next Bose, which I'm going to attempt to do, is exactly the same, but it hasn't got the mechanical problem with the CD player, except it looks better for a start. It definitely looks better, but it's still not reading the disc properly. The only problem with this one, when I've taken it apart, is there is a problem with the ribbon cable. So now that this one's fixed, I'm just going to give her a nice wipe over. The inside's been dusted and repaired. This one, I'm going to have to do the same with cleaning the head, but also I need to repair the ribbon cable. So that's going to be in the next video. And when I say ISO, what I actually mean is ISO, I can never actually pronounce it. Isopropyl? Isopropyl. I don't know. But yeah, it's tape head cleaner. So with a clean Q-tip, pop some of that on there, lid back on. I said grab there, flip over. Now the head of this CD player, when you flip her over, the head of the CD player is here, or here, I believe it's here. I'm going to have to double check that, being a novice, but I cleaned both. So you can be quite forceful, clean. I'm pretty certain that's just a mechanical part. That's done, but also, while we've got it apart, it's a good idea to clean this tray, because it gets right in there. Dust that tray off. There's a roller behind there as well. Okay, so dust the tray off. There's a roller behind there. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. So you want to clean right in there, all along there with the brush. Now with the tiny 3-in-1 oil, there's the brush. 3-in-1 oil, just 3-in-1 oil on the end of my brush. I've got it on this little tray here. When I've got the CD player open, I pop some just on the ends. If you want that to be nice and working. The other one, this was bent. Or was it this one? This one was bent. So I straightened that out, literally just with a screwdriver, straightened that out. Right, so we've got a bit of oil, not too much. Cleaned the head. I'm going to pop it back together, and then I'm going to have to, we can't pop it back together because I need to work out how to get off this little carriage here. Because this little carriage is where this cable goes to. And somehow I've got to repair that cable, which is going to be a bit of a, well, it's not going to be a nightmare if I can get in there to solder it, but at the moment I can't see how I can get in there to solder it. So it's going to have to be dismantled. I like the word dismantled. I like dismantling things. So like you can see, it's flaked out. I did notice on the other one as well, this might be a common problem with them. I'll take this out and show you. I did notice on both of them that they have a wear mark. Might be a bit hard to see. Here, where something, and it's exactly the same spot on both of them. So if anyone wants to shout out to me if they've got a Bose and that's got the wear mark there as well, give me a shout, because I don't think that's supposed to be there. It's almost like it's like a little hot spot. Okay, but if I can't get a replacement part, which I'm thinking is going to be a little bit difficult, then I'm going to have to somehow solder these tiny cables back on here, which is going to be a bit awkward. But I need to get this. I need to get this out to do it. That's the problem. This is the bit that moves the head. I can see that. So it's broke from this side. Now I'm going to have to solder right in there, which is very, very small. We're down to surface mount technology when we come to these, rather than the old school chunky electronics. I love the old school chunky electronics because they are much easier to work on. Surface mount has made it difficult, but I'm going to go away, see if I can take this apart, come back, inform you on how I get on once I've got the other part of it out.
This is the only channel your man cave needs: sparks and a chainsaw.